Oh boy. Look at it snow. Yeah, it's like April 9th or something. It's snowing like hell down here on the mountain. It won't last long. But anyway, how's everybody doing? It's me, old Grumbly Butt. Still down here in Waynesburg, just finishing up this old mountain over here. I don't know if you can see it with the snow blasting on our faces, but so we finished up this side. Now they want me to cut that side. It's another property, so I'm gonna get going on that, I guess. That ain't gonna take that long, I don't think. It's big property, but some of it don't have nothing on it. So, but anyway, I got a new toy. Have been nothing but breakdowns, you know, the same old story, right? You know, but so my one skidder there, the 1748, the axle stub went out of it on the one side, the rear axle stub that comes out of the differential and goes into the planetary, so it ground up the planetary. I got a whole side from the whole side of the banjo, you know, from the brakes out to the wheel, you know, to, you know, where you mount your tire. So anyway, I got that. 3,500 bucks, it ain't bad. And the machine's got 11,000 hours on it. So I you know, in all actuality, I probably ought to pull them all apart and inspect them. And so in all my spare time, you know. But anyway, we got that back together. Ran a couple weeks the other side. It went crunch the other day, so we stopped. Hopefully we wouldn't grind everything to pieces, but we'll see. But anyway, it's up on yonder mountain, about a mile back in the woods. So we're just gonna take the excavator back there and do the work back there ourselves. I had another guy busted apart for me when I was out here, but he can't get to it, you know, for a while. He's busy. All these mechanics are busy doing one-arm paper hangers with crotch crickets. So, but anyway, so we're gonna rip that apart and just take the excavator in and walk it in and lift the tire off. And you gotta let all the axle bolts down. I think there's 8 on each side, so you gotta loosen all them and drop the axle down a little bit, and you can tip it down. You can get at the banjo bolts on the interplanetary there. You know, the John Deeres have inboard planetaries, so you gotta get them banjo bolts out, and then you can just pull that whole side off, and we can inspect the stub. If it's junk, I'll just order another side. But anyway, so it was either take my 1-inch anvil that we use for truck tires out of the garage and bring it down here. I do have a compressor on the one service truck down here, but and then leave the guys. Sheldon's doing some part-time repair work up there for me. Look at this crazy snow. Holy smokes, man. And the wind's howling, so I jumped in the truck to warm up, working on the dozer winch. But anyway, I need something to bust them axle bolts apart, right? So I splurged. Mammy said, okay, get it if you need it. My darling, she's such a sweetie. But anyway, check this out. I'm excited. Look at that thing. Look at that beast. There, it's got a hard hat on it. It really doesn't need to wear the hard hat. I just happened to be sitting there. But look at that. We used it the other day to change a truck tire down here. But what a beast. I think it's 2,000 foot-pounds. It's electric. But, you know, no what do you call it? Airlines, no compressor. Just throw that in the machine, walk it back here, and bust that skidder wheel off and the banjo. But I'm telling you what, and the axle bolts, the banjo bolts come out with a 1/2 inch. But what a nice tool. Hey, I tell you, I got that at Home Depot online for $7.99 with a 3-year protection plan for $100 more. And now I didn't get the kit, but I got that, and I got the one battery. I thought the battery kit, it takes 100 years for that battery to charge. It's a big ass battery. It's 12 hour, I think. M18 12 hour. But anyway, That's where I keep my condiments. See, ketchup and hot sauce. Yeah, okay. So probably some of it's been in there for 25 years. I opened a pack of mayonnaise that was in there, and it was all like yellow looking, so I didn't eat that. But anyway, okay, so I'm a logger. What do you want? But that's my little charging station. But yeah, that thing's been on for, I'll bet it's been charging for 2 or 3 hours, and it's still only got 3 bars. But anyway, so that I'm excited to use. You know, I think that's really going to be a boon to us, you know, for being able to be mobile, you know, and change skidder tires and truck tires. Because, I mean, it sucks. We went on this other one, we broke 2 of them ching chang chong sockets. That might not be politically correct. I should have said gook sockets, but I broke a couple of them taking that off. You couldn't even do it. It just breaks them cheapo ratchet things. I've got one good Armstrong. I've got a good Armstrong 1-inch drive ratchet and breaker bar at the shop, but I'm not taking that out here to lose. So I bought a cheaper ones, but it's just too much for them. You know, you put a 4 or 5 foot pipe on them. We were using a binder pipe, a binder bar, sliding over the breaker bar and sticking a stick under it to prop it up, you know, because you need the long extension, and jumping on it, and you can't even budge them. You just break the tools. So it's like, you know, this is BS. So and the guy who came and did the job for me, he did a good job, but it took him, I'll bet you I paid him a couple hours just to get the wheel off it. He had a 3/4, and, you know, heating them, and it's like, yeah, that's expensive. A guy with a service truck doing that. So I got that beast. I think it's going to work good. I'm kind of excited about that. So, all right, well, I'm going to sit here and warm up and let the blizzard go away for a minute. I can't believe this. Wow. And it's funny down here. I've said this last year when I was down here. It's like the leaves are out on stuff down here. The people mow. The last day of March, folks were mowing lawns down here. It's way ahead of back up home. And I'm probably the only, I'll bet you latitudinally, or whatever you say, latitude-wise, I'm probably in a straight line, probably only 60, 70 miles. Well, more than that, I guess, because 79, I'm probably 100 miles south, maybe 80 in a straight line, you know, south from where my house would be, directly south, you know, latitudically, or whatever, yeah, longitude this way, right? Latitude, whatever, you know what I mean. Sideways. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I was doing cleanup yesterday, and I found 5 trees we missed back in there. They're pretty nice trees. I'm gonna grab them with a dozer and just shortcut. I don't want to trample on what I already fixed, but with the dozer, I can just shortcut down the hill and onto one of the paths I haven't fixed yet. So I'm gonna go get them. Yesterday, as it were, I was doing cleanup, and I'll show you here. God, it's nasty out here. Of course, you know, what are the chances, right? Look at the snow. I didn't put my tools away. Oh, great. That sucks. But anyway, on the dozer, I backed up into a stick, a top or something, and here's the winch, the control the winch. This is the break off one, and this is the in and out, you know, spool in and out, you know. Well, it caught these and yanked them, pushed them up onto here, and it stretched them, and I got them. Yeah, see how that pulled out of there? But it was all pulled out. So anyway, I got the cover off. I just adjusted it and got it working. I had to adjust it. It stretched it. So I pulled the slack out of it. Look at this. Wow. So I got a lot of stuff to tell you guys. I haven't said much because it is, well, you know, it is what it is. But I sold that. Didn't want to, but I'll go into it later. Scared to death of the electronics and stuff on it. Love the machine. Just scared to death of the electronics. Way too many issues, you know. I think, you know, if somebody's better with technology, they could get, you know, something to analyze it. It's a beautiful machine, but I can't deal with whatever. I'll tell you more about it after. I don't want to say much. I know I don't want to bug up a sale or anything. It's a good machine. It's just, you know, same old thing with this electronic stuff. But anyway, I kind of traded down. I got it, you know, out from underneath it, which is good, and I had some equity in it. So I picked up another 2054, and it's kind of ironic. I just sold my 2054 to a fella down in Louisiana. I sold it to him quite a few months ago, and he finally just picked it up yesterday. So we had just put a brand new set of pumps on it, and you know, it whatever. My idea was to just sell that and keep the new one, but I'll go into more detail later. It's not a horrible thing. It's just I'm scared to death of the electronics on this stuff. Kimmy is the same way. I've got an issue. I got a guy out coming tomorrow. It's maybe some of you guys can help me out with it, but it acts just like it's getting no fuel, like it's, you know, filters are clogged or something. And I mean, it starts perfectly. It runs beautiful for about 15 minutes. As soon as it gets warmed up, it is throwing a fuel sensor, a fuel rail pressure sensor code. So I don't know if it could be the fuel pressure sensor, or if it's actually starving for fuel, or if the sensor is bad and it's telling it that it's starving for fuel, so it derates. And I've been dealing with this thing for like a month. I've changed fuel filters. I went around the fuel filters and running out of a bucket. I've done everything. And the only thing I can think of, it's that some electronic crap again. But Hyundai won't sell you the fuel sensor. They sell you the whole fuel rail, and it's $1,600. So I'm not going to do that until I have somebody look at it and try and decipher if that's the issue. And if it is the issue, I still don't think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to, I found, if the guy still got it, a little 4BT Cummins for $4,000. Nice little, like 120 horse 4BT Cummins. I think I'm going to rip that thing out, sell it for a running motor, and put a Cummins in it. And just, I can't deal with this electronic crap. I can't figure it out. I don't know how to figure it out. You know, I understand diesel engines, you know, a real diesel engine. If it's got fuel, you know, compression, you know, fuel compression and air, it's going to run. You know what I mean? So I don't know, you know. This stuff is horrible. I don't know how. I pity these mom and pop farmers and small business people dealing with this junk, because I'm telling you what, it's just fixing to bankrupt me. I can't work with this stuff. And you know, I don't know, I'm too old to learn how to be a computer programmer. I don't want to be. And it's the most inefficient thing, you know. Whatever, I'll go into that more later. But okay, I'm done ranting, I guess. So I'll let you guys go. I'll try and make a tree cutting video later. Hopefully the snow lets up. This is not what I was bargaining for, but all right, ta-ta y'all. Thanks for subbing, and I'll try and get some videos up. See you later, taters.